Hello, Radio K. It is our first interview at South by Southwest. I'm so excited to be here, and I'm joined by
Tribe Mafia.
Thank you guys for being here. Certainly no stranger to Austin, to South by Southwest. Born and raised here, correct?
Right. Yep.
And so, being no stranger to the antics of this festival, I'd love to pick your guys' brain about the highs and lows, whether it was an official journey here, an unofficial concert here. Walk me through the best and worst times of South by Southwest for you guys, performance-wise.
It's not really bad for us.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's not. I mean, if anything,
It's just sound.
parking,
EQ
right?
person or
I
something.
think if anything, parking sucks.
Okay.
That
Having to pay for parking every single day because it adds up.
Mm-hmm.
Other than that, I mean,
it used to have more free parking, but now it's not like
yeah,
that no more.
You can't find it.
You gotta pay for parking. You gotta know what times you're gonna get there. Go early, probably,
Yep.
if you can. And just for like show wise, as an artist, just sound check.
Yeah.
Because you can do all the sound checking and everything you want to and sound good in, but the time is your show, you go up there, it could be different.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you don't know how the equipment is going to sound, or it's going to shut off, or the mic is going to be...
Just be prepared for
Yeah.
anything to go wrong and grow from it.
So has that happened before where you get up and you're like, this isn't how we sound in
Right.
mic check?
Yeah.
Like, how do you work through that? Like, you got to work on your feet?
You
How's
gotta
that?
Just gotta tough it out and just say whatever, man.
Yeah.
can't
I'm here to
stop.
have a good time. They're here to have
Yeah.
a good time, so just
Yeah.
keep the vibe going.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So it's just about that interaction with the
Yeah.
crowd, keeping the
you
vibes
gotta work
going.
with it. It might shut off in the middle.
as long as you don't show that something is wrong, I
Yeah,
think that's what,
exactly.
That's what
Yeah.
matters,
Okay.
You know? We try to make it look like that's on purpose.
Part of the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, if it's purposely done and you do it like it's on purpose, then you're
I
good.
believe it.
Yeah.
Has that been a skill acquired over time? Have you guys always kind of had that cool composure on stage, or has it kind of been like, okay, throughout the process, we've gotten better at this?
I think it's always been. Hey,
It's always been there. Like
I think
that.
it's always been embedded within. I'm a theater major, so
Right,
I have my
okay.
degree in theater arts and communication. So I've always known if something wants to mess up, you got to just
going.
go with it and just play with
Improvise.
it. Yeah, improvising is key.
I just did it because I didn't want to be embarrassed. I'm like, no, we got to finish it.
Yeah. A lot of people are like, oh no, I messed up. I'm not doing that again. I'm out of here. And
Right.
You can't.
Because I know if I go to the show and they stop, I'm like, why don't y'all keep going?
Mm-hmm.
Just finish it out. We already here, so you might
Yeah.
as well keep going. Otherwise, it just looks weird and embarrassing, you know?
Absolutely. And I know you guys are big on kind of building a genuine fan base and connecting with fans and networking. And so how is that fed into performances? I think you guys had mentioned on one of your like maybe first unofficial times here throwing out Tribe Mafia t-shirts and people were loving it, right?
Yeah, that was dope.
Dang, where'd you read this? You doing this
I don't
research?
know.
That's good. That's real good. No, it was our first unofficial showcase, and we did a show for a
Lil
Texas
Flip.
artist named Lil Flip.
Yeah.
And we didn't know anybody. We're still growing like our name, so we just walked the side of 6th Street and started giving out
Yeah.
shirts. It was
Like
like,
an
hey
hour
man,
People
come
love
before
it.
that.
People love it. Yeah.
an hour before our show, it was like, hey, come to our show, you get a free shirt.
Yeah.
And we was like, you know what? Here's a shirt now. Come to our show. And at the show, they was charging everybody $15 at the door. And
But
it got so
soon-
bad.
yeah.
That everybody came to the door, and the bouncer was like, "Oh, y'all just coming out with Tribe Mafia? Just going."
And
I was like, "Oh,
he
they
gave
gotta
us
stay
it
with
for free
us."
because
So-
we gave him a shirt too, and then he like,
And speaking of mess ups, like the whole sound system messed up, so we had to like do almost a whole set acapella.
acapella, yeah. After
Really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so- and
really.
we had some friends there too, so they was able to like help
Okay.
us out with the set, so it was pretty cool.
Wow.
that. It's pretty lit though. I like.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tell me about doing a set a cappella. How does that work? Is the confidence still there?
I
The
mean,
confidence in your
you
music
make
is
the
always
songs.
there, right? So
Yeah, I mean, as long as you know your song and you own
Yeah.
your song, like
Yeah.
you gotta own it. Every time you
Sure,
do
yeah.
something, you gotta own it, no matter what. So
If
yeah,
it's something you love to do, it's your passion. You should know your words. You should know exactly how it goes.
it's like you guys with your microphone. Look,
Yeah.
improvising. You're gonna make it work. You gotta.
Good
If
point.
you love what you're doing, you're gonna figure out a way.
Yeah.
And
And you shouldn't perform songs that you don't really know fully that you recorded.
yeah, you gotta
Most
know
of
it
the
in and
time,
out, in and out.
Yeah.
So.
And the love for the music is there for sure. And it's cool that you guys have kept it going, knowing that the Tribe Mafia had started off with, I think, maybe 10 or so people, and then it kind of dwindled down. You guys meeting on the basketball court, having that connection. Tell me about just like pivotal moments throughout the process to get here today at South by Southwest 2023.
It's just rubbing elbows, shaking hands with everybody you can meet, and not letting anything bring you down. You have to be able to grow from every single situation.
True.
And that's what we did. We overcame a lot of obstacles. Like having 10 members, and we used to think that was like we're trying to do like some, what do you call it, like Wiz Khalifa? What does he have?
Like a whole Taylor gang group or something.
Sure,
Just
yeah,
have a, because in school, when we were in high school, we had like all like the popular kids from different schools just coming together.
Oh, it was like a different. Okay.
Yeah, it was like that.
And it wasn't even named Tribe Mafia. It was named C3ST. It was like before Tribe Mafia was even a thing.
Yeah.
So we just had all the kids together, and we would just like do like crazy shows. And before, you know, nobody was like really serious like we were. So the group started going down to 10, to 8, to 5, to 4.
We just kept working and working
to 3,
and
and now
like,
we're just a duo. And we've been consistent and going crazy ever since, nonstop. Ever since we let everybody go, we got verified on Instagram. It's like it's like everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
You know, we got shows. We got the tour with Akon in Brazil. Like, a lot of crazy things happened ever since we started like focusing in on just us two and growing from that. So.
And it was easier too.
Oh yeah, it's so much easier when we don't have
to worry about this person and that person that could be there and what song we can perform. Like
even just coordination.
Exactly.
I'm sure
Yeah. Only thing we have to worry about is just us two and our band, because we have a live band. So.
Oh, okay, cool. Is that newer? Have you guys had a live band for a while?
It's recently new, but like you could say new, but not really new.
Yeah. I guess we just started with that last year, so I guess it's new.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Very cool. Yeah. And how's that changed your sound? And has it added to performances? I always think having a live band behind you is like really cool.
It's like a whole different sound.
I think people can enjoy the music a lot more, because I feel like when you have a live band, it's not you just karaokeing your own song anymore. It's more of the art of performing now, and you get to like, I don't know, I love it because I came from
people
theater.
love instruments too.
The
songs sound different. You might get a different version of it, but you know what I mean, it's fun to do, and people have different reactions. So I don't know, I guess it's like a different type of energy with people, personal level, with love.
I think it just depends on the setting too. Like if you're at a club, maybe you just want just a DJ. But if you're like outside, like where we are tonight, you're gonna want some live music, and we're in the live music capital. People want to hear a live band.
Right.
That's what it is.
Yeah, being in the live music capital, I was very curious about. I feel like I can kind of define Minneapolis music scenes, even within maybe the hip hop scene as well. How would you go about defining the Austin hip hop scene, and could you do it in 3 words?
It's just, what do you call it? It's a pot of everything.
It's a gumbo pot of everything.
Yeah, there's no set genre here, because you got folk, you got.
We don't have our own sound. Like all sounds come from everywhere else. It's originated here.
Because if you think of Texas, you're probably thinking of Houston and Dallas and San Antonio, you know. But you're not really seeing Austin yet for hip hop yet, because it's still developing right now.
We got too many different cultures here. We got EDM, hip hop, pop, rock.
And I think that's where our sound comes from, because we do like EDM songs, we have pop songs, we have dancehall, we have hip hop, we have almost every single thing that we can get into, because we don't just do songs for like Spotify and stuff like that. We do songs for TV shows and film as well.
Yeah, All American.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's very cool, and it's cool to see those cultures kind of influence your sound. And I know being culturally infused music-wise is really important to you guys. And so like that leads me into the next question of, when are we getting Wampum? When are we getting It's a Tribe thing?
That's on him.
That's on you.
Have they been done, and it's like, when do we release it? Or is it a mix and mastering thing?
They're done. It's just there's some legal stuff we have to get situated with somebody that's trying to like steal our songs. So we have to like so once we get that out the way, we can finally release the album. But until then, we have to.
We keep adding songs, taking songs off.
Okay.
And then there's like labels coming. Oh, I want your unreleased stuff, and then. You know, you already got a project ready. You're like, oh, well, we shouldn't release this yet.
Yeah.
And they might want that. You don't know how the negotiation is going to go.
It's a little harder when you have everybody trying to like reach their hands into our stuff. So we're so in the meantime, we've just been doing songs for like TV and film.
Okay, cool. Yeah. That's kind of been the focus too. And what's kind of hard too is when you have a project and you're sitting it for a while, that also gives you the time to be like, oh, maybe this song shouldn't be in here. Maybe we should switch this up, and that can be also tough.
When we create like all the content we created, we like got projects now with that's already about to be done too. So it could be like, oh, we probably could just release this first instead. But or this single or this video with that, it's been done. But I mean, it's gonna be soon.
I would hope.
It's been cool to just talk to you guys about the progression in your music, and we were even talking about how you've kind of become an audio nerd over the past while of just testing out music. And that comes from humble beginnings with, I think you guys saying, recording in high school bathrooms at some point. Walk me through that, and like what's been the craziest place you guys have had to makeshift produce?
I mean, in the bathroom. We had, that's when we had a group of 4 people with us, and we had to all learn our song.
I remember the basketball park had a good reverb in there.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Because usually nobody going to the bathroom there is nasty, so.
Sure, right. Using your resources.
I mean, you got to. I mean, but just getting down to the gritty of it. Like, I remember all of us used to get mad at me because I could never memorize like a verse line.
I like, you got to say
and
the
we had to
take,
like,
we can't
being like with 4 of us, if I mess up and I'm at the end, we got to start all over again. So,
yeah.
Or you have to get the ad-libs right.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, boy, you didn't say the ad-libs?
Nobody can talk.
Yeah, everybody telling everybody to shut up. Like, hey, it's my part. Be quiet.
I think it's what made us memorize anything we write. So, like muscle memory in our head. Because, like, if we could do that one take, the stuff we just chop up now, we can still do that on stage.
Yeah.
In one take. Yeah. So, it helped.
That's what kind of got me into, like, getting into, like, audio engineering. Because
that's what I was into first. Cause
yeah, you started out first with Pro Tools.
I just didn't feel like doing it more because they asked for too much stuff on the track. I'm like, I'm not. Nah.
Chopping up 18 stems.
Yeah, can you do this? And I'm like, nah, man, because you know how much stuff I gotta do just to.
No, exactly. People think it's like, really easy to do, and then it's like, it's actually really
hard. I had to, not even Pro Tools. I had the free trial pack. That stuff was hard. I had to do too much. I had no plugins. I made my own plugins. I didn't even know what that was.
Right.
Like, all of that until we actually started buying stuff, and then he set it up like, I'm like, you could just do that with that. I'm like, way easier.
I will say it builds character in the process, though, and you like find new appreciations for all facets of the music making process.
You start learning your sound, and you start storing sounds. Like, I could probably use this for a different project.
Exactly.
Like, I like how this sound. I'm gonna chop it up and sample it, maybe do something else with it.
This genre, you know. Yeah. Or these.
So when that happens, would you want to potentially have a Tribe Mafia signature sound, or do you kind of like the idea of not being tied to one particular sound?
Not being tied.
Not being tied. Because like even like our TV opportunities, they come to us because they know that we can create different types of stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and just being diverse and versatility.
And being fast. Like that's the reason why I got into engineering, because sometimes you have a turnover that's due within that day or within a couple hours.
Wow. Yeah.
Like the All-American one, we got asked for that in one day, and it was like, "Can you make it?" I was like, "Yeah, we can do it."
Really?
Sure.
And is it like they give you the scene that it's going to be a part of, or what do they get? They just say make a song for our show.
They say make a song and make it sound like this, and if you get it, you get it. If you don't, you don't. So
that's it.
Yeah, you get like a little small.
It be very vague details too.
Oh yeah, it's like a sentence.
Yep.
Luckily, I watched the show, so like.
Okay, you kind of know the vibe. Has it ever been like you send it to them and they're like, "What? This isn't what we wanted"?
No, they won't even reply. So
okay,
yeah, that's a lot of them. You can send a lot of songs, and that's what you have to be. You have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with sending thousands of songs, and you might only get one.
Right.
But that one could be the one that pays all your bills for life.
You'll forget about it because that's like 60 songs later. You don't even.
Yeah, you're on to the next thing anyway, and it's cool to get that recognition, maybe. But
never. Yeah.
But it's fun to get it chosen. Like, oh yeah.
Dude,
I remember that one.
I got one.
Finally.
Absolutely. That's got to be very validating for you guys, and well deserved. So just looking forward to tonight, then performing with a live band, performing at the Sheraton. Any songs in particular you guys are always excited to play?
So today we'll be performing Triple Double.
Yeah.
Follow Me. We did Follow Me in Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Then we have our friend Pat G, who's also a pretty big artist here in Austin. He's performed for like F1 and crazy events that's always going around here in Austin.
Yeah.
You've heard of F1, right?
Yeah.
That little race car?
Yep.
Yeah, it's dope. And then, we have our friend Sam Sage. He's from Puerto Rico, but he's like super big on like crypto and the blockchain, all that stuff. He's like NFTs, like that's his life. So
we excited to do some of the dancehall stuff from the album.
Very cool.
So,
yeah, just a little mix of everything. And then we have our friend Leek though, who's actually from Minnesota, so he'll be performing too. And
it's kind of hard because we gotta do all the clean songs because most of the songs we couldn't put on there.
So we're also performing for Austin's radio station called KUTX.
Okay.
And doing that, you have to like be mindful of like
the crowd,
the audience that's coming in. So we always do like a clean version and dirty
version.
Just to make
with radio it's tough too.
Yeah, and not even just that, just the song in general. You're like,
change up the words.
Even if it's all clean, like, I don't know if you can do this here.
Yeah.
Right.
These type of people, you know what I mean?
Yep.
You gotta be mindful.
Right. And that's cool that you guys Yeah, absolutely. And this, I keep thinking of questions that I do want to ask. One of the last ones here is musical or inspirations that are outside of music that maybe infiltrate music. I know you guys are big anime fans, right? Does that ever come into the music? What things outside of music inspire you? Creatively.
No, it's just life in general.
Everything, yeah. I mean,
we've been through so much shit. I mean, my bad. But yeah, it's just we can take from anything. Mm-hmm. Like you literally go back in your memory bank, and be like, oh, yeah, this is what I'm feeling. That beat brings out this, or it's just we already writing lyrics that are in our head just at work, without a beat. Yeah, it can come in many different forms.
Or even just traveling too. Like when we traveling, he's always like saying like we might run into some aliens here, which I don't even know why he even says that.
Yeah, I seen UFOs and I got them documented on my phone.
Boy, shut up.
For real, I can show you.
I would have a whole conversation.
Ain't a satellite. That's crazy. But no, it could be from anything, from anyone, any friends, anything we went through,
or what they went through.
What I saw on TV, movie.
Does it hit you right then and there to be like, oh, that could, or is it kind of? Does it have to register? Okay. Yeah.
I think I've heard all my hits in the restroom. I don't know why.
Interesting. It just comes back to the high school. Back in high school.
On the toilet.
When the idea comes, like it's
you gotta hone in it. Or when you wake up, like, oh shoot.
Yeah, oh, you can't go to sleep. Yeah. I hate that type because it's just like
it's there. He's like, I ain't losing.
I gotta get it out.
Yeah. Sometimes you can't go to bed until you get it out too. Yeah.
Right.
We don't know why it happened, but it happens. Yeah.
Tribe Mafia, thank you guys so much for being here. Any parting words, any words of wisdom to leave us off with here today?
Just continue to thrive and do what you love. Don't let anybody tell you that you can't do something, because in time it'll always show that you can. Mm-hmm. I think that's my words of wisdom.
Pretty much just never give up, but find something you really want to find. It's not like about finding your purpose, it's like what you like to do, what you love to do, what you feel like when you go to your day job and you know you're not supposed to be there. What's something you can't really live without doing that make you feel happy without even getting paid for it? You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
And believe in yourself more than anybody else, because if you don't, nobody else will either. Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Appreciate you. Awesome.
This has been First Interview, South by Southwest 2023, Radio K.